Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkus, and this is Fat Chat.
We are back.
Hi!
We made it. You're still tired.
I am.
I'm not. I'm so glad to be home. Well, you're probably glad to be home, but...
We are glad to be home, yeah. And our animals are very happy to see us.
Chickens are bigger.
Chickens are bigger. And two of them, so we have the two black and white ones. One's the scaredy cat, and she's always back there. So this morning, what was funny is, I don't know, for a reason, they heard me do whatever I was doing. They came running, because I'd already opened up their cage. They can come and wander and do whatever they want to do. They came running to the asphalt, like, what'd you guys hear? What's going on? What are we talking about? And there was, of course, one black and white one missing. It's like, where's my scaredy pants? And you could see her peeking behind one of the bushes, like,
oh.
what are you guys doing?
Oh, that's so cute.
So I went back and we got some new cornmeal stuff for them. So I went out and put all that out. And she's quietly, like, trying to call them. And I say, if you're a little louder, they could hear you. And
come on, help me.
Yeah. But I don't know. She's just going to eat it all and let them know later that she got a snack. But it was pretty funny. I don't know what they're doing for the rest of their day. But anyways, I've got the two black and white ones. And then I had 4 gold ones. 2 of them actually have like a couple white tail feathers. Oh. That are really pretty. Because we know we have 3 different breeds of chickens. But we couldn't, for the longest time, the 4 of them all looked the same. But they're maturing and we've got little white tail feathers.
But no eggs.
No eggs yet, no.
How don't they have to be only like
6 to 8 months? It's coming up. We should have them sometime this summer. But things still haven't quite figured it out. But
well, I'm excited.
Yeah. They're still pretty cool.
We're good.
And Tika is she's one of our cats. She's teeny tiny. A little tiny short-haired mouser. Pretty sure she's a dog. She's the keeper of the chickens.
She lays in front of them.
Yeah, lays in the cage, lays in front of the cage. Just, I got them, I'm watching them. And
doesn't hunt them.
No, I guess she's
they're
realized,
bigger than her.
Yeah, she may have realized that they're not huntable.
Yeah.
That she will lose that. But the chickens don't have any problem with her. I'd opened up the cage and opened up the door to change their water and do things for them. And Tika just walks right in the cage and they didn't do anything.
Not afraid of her.
And yeah.
Well, again,
so they have an agreement that you leave us alone and protect us and we won't,
And maybe she's making sure that the mice don't come in and eat their food.
Maybe. But yeah, Tika is our keeper of the chickens. If you're looking for Tika, find yourself a chicken. You'll find her cat.
Oh,
it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's really sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
That's sweet. Well, let's see. So the last time we talked, we were in Mykonos. And I had promised more videos. And I think that since then, I did put up 2. I think I put up the Naples one. Mm-hmm. And I did something else. I have all of the other footage, and I've done a bunch of it. But we had really bad internet most of the time. You did too, right? Yeah. We had bad internet, so it was really difficult to do a lot of that stuff. But now that I'm home and well rested finally, we will get some of the other highlight reel stuff up for you. But some of it, without commentary, it might be difficult to see what it was. But we thought what we would do is we'll just do one sort of quick wrap up this morning of some of the stuff that went on, and then you can see some other extra footage later this week. I will commit to getting it up this week. But we are back to let's see, box opening tonight.
Yes,
the 2 of us. And I just want to mention too that we were not watching the box openings
because we
couldn't see them.
I couldn't do anything.
So we saw that first one with Deb and
Carolyn.
And Carolyn, yeah. Mm-hmm. We saw that one, but then after that we weren't. And there was one that I could have watched. I think it was when we were stuck in New York. We could have watched the Sunday one, but I just decided not to because I knew that Rosalie was still selling stuff that she was finding.
Yeah.
And I should mention that too. It's kind of a funny thing because normally when Brianna puts stuff up online when we've done the box opening, she times it so that it doesn't actually post to where you can shop it until 12:30 Sunday or 5 o'clock Wednesday or whatever. Well, sweet little Jennifer was not doing that, and so she was just putting everything up as Rosalie was finding things. And so we noticed it yesterday. We were here filling orders for everybody, and it's like, well, wait a minute. this person ordered it at 12:35 and it was already gone. But people realized that it was up and available before it was actually even shown. So a lot of things. We're going to fix that. I mean, well, from now on, when there's those things, we sort of knew that rule. And I think we must have forgot to mention that to Rosalie. So anyway, some of you guys, super sorry that, you know, lots of refunds happening. But anyway, we fixed that. But there are things, are those other things still under Random Rosalie's?
I think so, yeah.
Or
I didn't
are
take
they under
anything.
Shop Samples?
There is a Random Rosalie's category under the clearance section. So,
and I don't even know necessarily what all of that stuff was. It's just random stuff that she found while she was cleaning. We have 3 different closets here in the shop. Everyone is
It's beautiful.
spick and span. So, and it's funny because I walked into the first one and I thought, wow, there's a lot of stuff missing. And then I thought, okay, what's missing? And I couldn't picture it.
Yeah,
I
what you
didn't
were
know.
missing.
So I thought, okay, well, it's good that there isn't some, oh, it was so special. I had it folded right here. So whatever is gone is gone.
yeah.
I don't know what it was, and I guess I don't need to know. But yeah, there's 3 closets full of stuff that's all gone. So that's good. I hope you guys got some great deals.
Yeah.
Found some good unfinished projects. My sewing room is also nice and tidy. And I did the same thing. I stood in there and thought, oh, what was here? I don't know. I don't know. But she did make all of the wool fits now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she
That
did.
was a chore.
That was a big chore. So she got rid of a lot of stuff. So that's all right. It's okay. And that's what sometimes has to happen, I think, is when you are a hoarder. Somebody else has to come in and make those decisions when you're not there.
And us quilters were attached to all the fabric.
Right.
That little
I cannot-
half-yard fat quarter piece
can't throw it
back
away.
from when, I made Harper a dress. I just can't get rid of it.
No,
I just-
you can't get rid
What
of it.
if I need that?
I might need it.
Yeah.
It's the
So
perfect
you
color.
need someone who's unattached to all your shit. So that they can reorganize it. Put it. Why are you holding this 10-inch square? That goes to nothing.
Somebody else will love this. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. And so, yeah, I don't even know what I'm missing.
That's
and probably
also
best.
why we. Oh my thing was tickling. You're like, oh my god, there's something on my leg. I have fringe.
It's
I was like, not as me. I was going to say, that we help each other clean. Like, if we need to clean the sewing room or clean something, it's like, oh, yeah, at the moment. Because I can, I'm not
can
attached
clean
to her
mine.
stuff, and she's not attached to mine. And
That's
so it's like, no, we're just going to do it this way. And,
Yeah. I know
and
what
we
it
kind
is,
of,
and it's...
organize the same. We like to see it all. We like to put it in jars. And
We do. I do.
So it's helpful that we like to see it the same. It's very crafty. The whole inspiration thing is, high on the list.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. So we will be doing, we've digressed like 5 times now. I hope you guys are keeping up. It's been so long since we've talked to people.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we will be doing box opening tonight. And there's a ton of boxes back there.
Yeah.
So, and then we kind of wandered through the shop already. We've seen, there's a lot of stuff that's still available. So I don't know if you guys were not shopping. Was it like graduation?
Yeah.
What was happening? So normally when we're here, I mean, I don't know. So,
Yeah, we got to, there's a full Christmas line out there. It's really cute.
really cute. I lifted one up and I thought, why is this still here? And then it always makes me wonder, did everything get put on all right? So I don't know. For those weekends that you guys were at graduation events, I'm just saying.
You might have missed something.
You might have missed something because there's some good stuff still here. So anyway, all right. And then we're kind of back to schedule. And let's see, our block of the month, both of our first classes are up. Right?
The first one is, it went up on Monday. Sadly, it should have went up when we were in Rome 2 weeks ago. 2.5
that was the one that you filmed before we left.
Yeah, and internet, I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
Not even, when I got to this, it was like, okay, I've heard celebrity ship. The internet's
Beautiful
awesome.
ship, by the way.
Totally fine. We can do this. No, I even upgraded for it because I was
it
able to
couldn't work.
upgrade for a day. So I went in there when there was someone in the lounge and I said, can you help me? I want to upgrade just one day because I'm trying to do this. And it was supposed to be able to.
Oh.
And it was going to take, the video was like, 15 minutes, I think. And it was going to take over 4 hours to upload. And say, it's not going to work.
Oh,
There's no way that in 4 hours this whole 15-minute video is going to upload.
No.
Because I've experienced
And that was
it,
the
so.
one, did you have it in the newsletter that it was going to post on a certain day?
No, I think I just told them maybe.
Well, anyway, that's what happened.
That's the one. It is the first class of the Sunshine Block of the Month by Jason Anter.
Okay.
So we open up the kit, we open up the pattern, we talk about how to construct your blocks. And then I'll put it probably after 4th of July, probably that following Friday, Thursday.
Okay.
We'll post up the next one. So those of
be
you
the
that
feasible
decided
web.
not to wait for us and make your own blocks, we have one already ready to go. That's all of the feasible web and how to do feasible applique if you have not done it.
Okay.
So,
And then what about the other one? What was the other block of the month that we're doing?
we
the
have to
hospital one,
start-
and we're starting that this month?
we're starting that July. Yeah. I don't know if we're in July yet. I don't even know what
We're
date it is.
almost into July.
I know. I haven't quite got my schedule back in there.
I know. I
yeah.
haven't either.
We're going to start Westport. And Westport, I think we're doing every 2 weeks we're doing a class. Because there's like, we're going to do I think there's 12 blocks. So we're going to do 2 blocks a month and then the finishing one, how to put it together. And
Okay.
super cool.
And then we have some other things, and I know you guys hear this from us all the time. We have other things planned. We still have those other things that are planned. And July should be a fairly
Casual.
normal month because let's see. Next week I am attending a
Look
retreat.
at you. I know Margot's. I'm excited for you.
I'm so excited. I'm excited actually to be an attendee. Which will be really good. And I'm super excited that it's Margot.
Yeah.
If you guys don't, I mean, we've talked about Margot a lot. Margot, our feel-good way person that is just this life guru.
Yes,
you know, how to live in the moment, you know, make sure that, you know, you're living your best life and all of the simple little things that we can do just to stimulate the right kind of endorphins and, I'm really looking forward
Less
to
stress,
it.
more
I
happy.
know a lot of her tricks, but again, I'm looking forward to for 3 days.
Yeah.
Just
I think that constant reminder of, oh no, you need to, now it's time to stand up and do our thing.
Yeah.
Every time the timer goes off, or to remind you don't sit like that. Or I think that's going to be the key, is that whole make a habit.
I happen
she's
to know
gonna help you
a
make
little
the habit.
She is. I happen to know a little secret. I hope I'm not divulging something. So Margot, stop watching now if you're watching. Get in trouble. I happen to know that we are going to wake up in our jammies and we are all going to meet first thing in the morning in our jammies to do our morning Evo sizes together. And then after we've done that, then we go take our shower, have our breakfast, get ready, do whatever we're going to do, and then we meet back for class at 9.
That's good to know. Because
It's
you need
good
to
to
go
know.
bring your pretty jammies or go shopping for pretty jammies. For your public jammies.
Yeah, we've all been warned. Bring your jammies and a bathing suit. But, so that's good because then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, I will get up. I will do my morning routine the way that I'm supposed to. And by then, it's like, okay, we got this down. And I think that that's a really good idea. That's that whole starting your day properly for whatever time that is when you get home. But anyway, super, super excited. I'll tell you all the details afterwards. But that's next week. And then we have a good week where we'll kind of catch up on things. And then the last week of July, we have another retreat, our sunny days.
Which is kind of our more geared toward the beginner. We have 2 different quilts are offered to make while you're there, and Joey's gonna come cook for us.
Joey's gonna come and cook for us.
Oh, good! I'm starved. I'm not used to I have like 8 meals a day, and
That's right. You were on the cruise. I was doing 8 meals a day. I know, doing
and
the buffet
ice
line.
cream and gelato. I know.
Well, it's kind of funny because I had this little list of questions because a lot of you guys did happen to watch our Mykonos thing, and if you didn't watch, who was it that I got an email from that their internet had been down and their PC wasn't working? I think it was Ruth Sokol. PC hadn't been working, and how was your trip? It's like,
We're
you
still in
haven't
it.
heard? So, because if you didn't know what
separated.
happened was, of course, we had a 5-day pre-trip where we were in Venice first for 3 days, and then in Rome for 2 days, and then we all went to get on the boat together. When we all went to get on the boat together,
We didn't all make it.
No. 3 people tested positive for COVID. My husband, which meant I, of course, also got booted. I was negative, continue to be negative. John, one of the tour guides, he and Ray got booted because he tested positive. And Marge and her daughter-in-law got booted. And then Helen, who never had COVID, but Helen had a booster...
Wasn't her
8
fault.
days before or something, so she was, of course, going to test positive. She didn't have the letter from her doctor. So the Magnificent Seven...
We call on the cruise ship. They were called the Castaways.
The Castaways.
In a loving way. They were all good. We all missed you guys.
Yes, it was sad. We were sad. We were pretty sad, but then we decided, well, we got refunded our cruises. We were not getting refunded our plane tickets, which were super expensive. So no one was sick. And we wore masks anyway, just because we didn't want to be those people that were spreading some sort of germ, whatever, all over. But anyway, we did our own little tour, which was kind of fun because then for a while we were going to follow the cruise ship. Oh, they're in Sicily. Oh, they're in Santorini. We only met up in Mykonos was all, which was good. It was really good to have the day, hug the kids,
be able to say goodbye. Yeah, because we had made it, because Mom and Dad had made it to the last final checkpoint. There are 3 checkpoints. So they approve that you're actually who you say you are with the passport and say, okay, now go get tested. You get tested, you get a sticker that says you're negative or you are not. And then, we all got the negative sticker, which ironically was red, but whatever. And then you go through security, so they make sure, you don't have any contraband or whatever. Then you have one final checkpoint. They make sure you guys have all your passports, all the information was filled out. You really...
That your Sky Pass matches.
That your Sky Pass matches, that you got the I'm a negative COVID sticker, and then you can go through. So Robert was super eager to go, and it's well, let's just hang out. I mean, my parents were right there. They never made it through the checkpoint.
We got arrested.
They were arrested.
We were in COVID jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. It turned out to be an okay thing. I mean, I do feel bad. I think that there was 40 people that went on the cruise with us, and instead of spending time with both of us, and instead of having Ray and John as their travel concierges, they got Brianna, which was fantastic, and Alexis. So it was kind of nice. They did have 2 travel concierges with them, and they, I think, handled everything. So I think everything went okay. Yeah. It was just not really what was planned. But so I think it all turned out okay, but it just turned out different. But anyway, so what we thought we would do is, like I said earlier, I do have some kind of extra footage that's a little bit different because what was kind of fun, and again, we kept calling ourselves the Magnificent Seven, but because we had to make ourselves feel better.
Yeah.
But we really were far more immersed in, because we stayed in local downtown areas. We had cabs. We traveled. And it's kind of funny. I sort of printed off this map because what happened was we started together in Venice, went together to Rome. Then when you guys set sail, you went first to Sicily. And then you had a day at sea. And then you went to Santorini.
And then I think we jogged down to Mykonos.
And then you went to Mykonos. So what we did... So Sicily, day at sea, Santorini, Mykonos. We kind of got our we went to Naples. We went from Rome, when we got kicked off the boat, we went right down to Naples. And we stayed in Naples for 2 days. Took the train down and stayed there. Then we flew into Santorini. We were in Santorini when you were. I have a picture of the boat in the background, but we were at one dock because we were getting on a ferry to go to Mykonos, and you guys were going to the other dock where you were doing whatever you were doing over there that we were not doing. So we were in Santorini the same time, but
cross paths.
And then we took that ferry, which was a great experience, to Mykonos, and then that's where we met up and spent the day together, which was really nice. And then the next morning, you guys went to Istanbul.
Yes.
And we were going to do that. We were going to, follow the boat. And then we thought, why keep making ourselves miserable? And it wasn't going to work out right for us to fly to another country when all we had to do for $92, I think it was we took this...
Did you guys take another ferry?
We took the ferry. Yeah. We took a 4-hour ferry ride to Athens. And then we spent 2 days in Athens, which was great. And then you guys went from Istanbul down to
Ephesus, which is like Kadashi.
Kadashi and Izmir.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you guys went there, we went to Istanbul. And then when you left Izmir, Kadashi, you went to Naples. we went to Izmir.
Yeah.
So we were a day behind you, and then we flew to Rome
At
the
our
same
day
time
at
you guys
sea.
were landing. Yeah, your day at sea. And then we ended up in Rome together.
So we all saw the same things.
Same things.
Different orders and different experiences. Because we were, of course, at every port, which is very, touristy. I mean, we all see the same
Protected.
things. Protected, yeah.
Guided.
You guys got to see a lot
got
more.
onto an air-conditioned
bus.
driven somewhere. We were going, wait, where are we now? Wait. Yeah, we were in sea buses, short little planes, Pegasus, whoosh, inexpensive planes. We were in ferries. We were in, did I already say sea buses? We were in every
mode of transportation.
Trains. Yeah, we were in every mode of transportation. And I think I mentioned before, lugging great big heavy suitcases. But anyway, all of that, I don't want to sound bitter. We had a fantastic time. But it was kind of funny because, so some of the questions that people asked is people were asking about the food. So for you, did you have an opportunity to eat authentic Italian, Greek,
not as
Turkish
much
food?
as I wanted to, because I don't know if it's an American
let's taste
thing,
it.
but yeah, let's eat our way through the Mediterranean. So that was definitely on my list, was to, eat a gyro, eat homemade tzatziki. I mean, do the whole hummus, do, crazy cheeses I don't know about, and I feel like I was super disappointed in the food factory. Like, I feel like, legit Greek yogurt. Like, whatever they sell in our supermarkets
is not Greek yogurt.
It's worth going to Greece just
to
for
eat
Greek
the yogurt. Yeah.
It is.
I was going to tell you that our Athens tour guide told me how to make it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. And then I'll tell you if it works out. I'm not so sure she was right because it didn't make sense to me, but I mean, it's like too easy. But she told me how to make it because they make it every night. They make their own.
Oh.
They make their own.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, Greek yogurt and tzatziki.
Yeah, the tzatziki is fabulous.
It's not like what we eat.
No.
Yeah, it's not like what we eat. But the other thing that's funny about Greece is that their seafood platter, ew.
Yeah, the seafood was not...
Squid, octopus.
Yeah.
Shrimp is okay, but they cook their shrimp different. Turtle. I don't know. It was all kinds of things that I like. Cod, salmon.
Yeah. We like things with flippers.
Trout.
Not tentacles.
No. We don't want the sea bugs. So their seafood platter, I read it and it's like, no, and no. So there wasn't anything on there, but they eat a lot of seafood. But
yeah.
Super, super good food. But I brought these because this was kind of weird. So in Mykonos, mostly, I mean, we were in a bunch of different Greek areas, but their candy is a little bit different, and so they have these mints everywhere. And this one, it says mint. Did you taste any of these?
I didn't see any of this.
So they have, this one is spearmint, and this one is cinnamon, and this one, it just says mint. It is menthol.
Oh!
It is menthol. Don't you think that's weird?
Isn't that
menthol
like
is not a candy.
cough drop?
Yeah, it's a cough drop. But it says mint on it. So these are their candies. And they have all these little candy dishes, and it's like, this is not candy.
That's cough drop.
So, and it's like super strong. So it was kind of weird, but I thought that was really strange. The other thing that's really strange in terms of food, well, and let's go back to Italian food. So Italian food, all pizza.
Pizza and pasta.
Pizza. Mm-hmm. And maybe we mentioned this before, but or maybe this was in some other video that you'll see when we were talking about this. In America, it's all hamburger joints, right?
Yeah,
and people are probably going, "Oh my gosh, is that all you guys eat? Is beef?" Probably, yeah, we eat a lot of it.
Hamburgers and French fries.
In Italy, it's all pizza, and their pizza is very different. It's a very thin crust, fresh tomatoes, not a whole lot of oregano or garlic at all, and cheese. And maybe a couple other things. If they put pepperoni on it, it's not like we put pepperoni on it.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot of topping. It's tomato, cheese.
Yeah,
and super thin.
I think our pizza is better. Don't say that I said that, but their pizza is not good.
We had a really good one. I don't know where we were.
On the ship.
I don't remember. No, we didn't eat
an
pizza on
American
the ship.
version.
No,
of
it was
pizza?
not. We were at a little sit down place. and we got a little pizza, and we had it had Italian sausage on it, which was not what we had thought it was when we got it, but it was really good. A little bit of cheese, a little bit super, super thin. I thought Dad would like it, but it's probably not crispy enough for him.
No, he likes it crispy, and he likes a little more stuff on it. Yeah. It was just very different. And so we ate a lot of pizza because we kept thinking, oh, maybe it's just the way these guys make it. No, it's the way all of them make it.
It's just the way.
So it was kind of funny, but one of our favorite foods was one of our favorite meals was in Naples. We found this weird little, in the old part of Naples, there was like this cave, and you go down in it. And I think there's pictures of it on the Naples cruise if you see that. On the Naples video. It was all kind of almost like underground, and it was this wine cellar. It smelled like a wine cellar, and there was tables, and they brought out, we couldn't understand what he was saying, so we just said, yeah, bring out all of that.
Yeah.
And it was like this little smorgasbord of all of these weird things. So there was stewed zucchini, stewed eggplant, a meat platter, a cheese platter, an olive platter. I think that's about it, and wine. Oh, and meatballs. Their meatballs are awesome.
Oh, we did.
They do something funny about their meatballs. They're super, super tender, and they were good. But that was one of our favorite things. But anyway, Italian food, and then Turkish food. I couldn't pronounce any of it. I'm not sure that I could ever order another one because I don't know really what we were eating most of the time because there's a whole lot of B's in their language.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what they were. And we were in downtown Istanbul. And so not a lot of people were speaking English. And so, but it's so inexpensive there, they pay in lira. And so we were doing the math and figuring out that for an entire lunch, that had things on it and a beverage, it's like $2.
Yeah.
So super, super cheap place. But the funny thing was the coffee.
Yeah.
Because I am,
everything
of course,
is
a major coffee. Yes. In Italy, it's all espresso.
And
it's all super
strong.
Strong. And they don't put anything in it. No coffee, no cream. And then Greece, same thing. Super strong espresso. That's all it is. And then in Turkey, something is going on.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of that going on. I don't know what's going on.
We'll let you know later. Or maybe not. In Turkey, it is really good coffee. But it's kind of weird because what they do is all of the coffee grounds are down in the bottom of it. They let it sit for a long time, and then you drink it. You leave the coffee obviously you leave the coffee grounds in the bottom, and then they'll read your fortune, which is kind of fun. But that coffee was pretty good. But I don't know what I would do with all of those grounds. It seems like that's kind of a little bit of a mess. Yeah. But what we finally figured out, I think halfway through it, is that we had to ask for American coffee. When you ask for American coffee, every country, Italy, Greece, Turkey, everyone had instant Nescafe coffee.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
At first it's like, what? Do you not know we're the land of Starbucks? I mean, come on. We got caught. But this is good.
That was the hardest thing. Yeah. Like, we never found a single... No, not even like shops. The Starbucks bottles, or a can. And I think Janet and I were finally in... we were in Istanbul. And we were kind of wandering around, and tons of watermelon. That is like huge, ginormous watermelons. Yeah. So we got some watermelon for we didn't take the kids to Istanbul. We left them on the ship. Thank goodness. There's too many people. I would have had
way too many people. 20 million people in Istanbul.
Yeah. So we were wandering around, finding food. We have a picture. Did you see the size of the potatoes?
Yes.
Oh, mercy.
Yes.
Like, we've seen some big potatoes being in the land of potatoes, but they were like the size of a head. Yeah. Like, why are you buying a big potato that large?
Yeah.
And tons of toppings. But anyways, we were wandering around. And in that little food mart section, we found a jar of Starbucks. Oh, my God.
It was actually Starbucks?
Yeah, it was the glass bottle Starbucks mocha. And I'm really good about not doing the whole caffeine, being pregnant and everything, but it's like, I gotta, because I can't.
Yeah.
It was good. It was cold. It was so much better than an espresso on the ship. So yeah, because they were like, it's like, Robert, I can't drink that.
No.
There's not enough chocolate and sugar in that for me.
Yeah.
But that is the one and only time that we found
coffee.
Yeah.
Real coffee.
Starbucks. I didn't realize that, I cared so much about Starbucks, but apparently it's more to my heart than I thought it was.
Yeah. 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 Well, because they have all of those coffee shops, but
Yes.
so they say, what is wrong with you? It's like, no, that's not the coffee that we
That's
drink.
not
It
us.
is kind of hard. The other funny thing is Turkey has candy, but their
Lots
candy is like a nougat thing. We brought a bunch back. All of the staff will be here Thursday, and we're gonna have a little taste test. It's all shrink wrapped and ready to go, and it's actually pretty good, but it's nougat. But Dad likes hard candy. That's why
Yeah.
he was grabbing these, like, oh, hard candy, because he loves candy. There's not candy.
No.
They have pastries.
Pastries
everywhere. But it's not candy. So
And even when we found a candy store, it's a lot of chewy stuff, like gummy
Nougat.
bears and... Well, even when we were in was it Venice?
oh,
we were at the
yeah,
candy-
we did find
we
that one
actually
candy
found a
store.
candy store, but it was all
Weird stuff.
gummy worms or whatever,
Or chocolate.
or M&Ms. Yeah,
Not hard candies.
they don't have like the lemon drops and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
It's funny, the habits that you have, and they just don't translate.
Yeah.
So anyway, so people asked about the food. People asked about what was our favorite, what was the place you would absolutely go back to or never go back to. And I don't want to offend anybody, but I would not go back to Rome.
It was dirty. I'd go to Venice. in a
I would go to
heartbeat.
Venice. I mean, in Italy, I would stay in northern Italy, but
Rome was very dirty. The one thing I noticed driving in our coach to the Colosseum was it was so dirty, and there was graffiti everywhere. It's like they are living blocks away from this huge historical awesome thing that they must just take for granted. That we come so far.
they graffiti the
Yeah.
statues.
It's crazy, and it's like I don't understand. So yeah, Rome was a
Rome
little
is
too dirty.
sad.
And
Rome
it
a little
is
sad.
busy.
Honkin'.
Even though Turkey and Istanbul had a bajillion, there's 20 million people, I felt that Rome was more crazy and rude than Turkey.
I totally agree with that. And Turkey was cleaner.
It was cleaner.
It was cleaner. Yeah, it was cleaner. So, so Turkey I liked. I would go back to Turkey. I would go back to northern Italy, but my favorite, I really liked Greece.
Yeah.
I liked the people.
They were so, I didn't mean one
laid back.
mean people. Even if they didn't speak English, they would try to help you.
They would try to help you. Clean,
Very clean.
very nice, respectful. They drove normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. Lots of water too. And the other thing too is that, gosh, just go to one island in Greece. You could visit all of. You could.
For €2, you can get a water taxi in both directions. The water taxi
Yeah.
will take you there and bring you back.
Yeah, and there's things all over the
Super
place.
cheap to travel
Greece
from
was fun.
island to island.
Yeah. Yeah. And Turkey, I liked Turkey. I think of my favorite of the three countries, Turkey, I think, was my favorite. Just a lot of culture there, a lot of different.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce a single thing I ate, but super, super good food. Anyway, and then they also wanted to know about quilt shops.
Didn't find a
No
one.
such thing. I have to tell you, we looked because we thought, well, we're not on any deadline. We don't.
Yeah,
have
you're gonna be able to
we
find
can do
it.
whatever we want to do. It doesn't matter. And so we looked, and the closest we would have gotten to was that when we were in Athens, we looked up and there was 3 different shops that we could have kind of gone to that had fabric. But you know what's interesting in Athens is that it's 99% Greek Orthodox, and every retail store is closed on Sundays. Everyone.
Wow.
Even pharmacies. You might find a few pharmacies that are open, but they say you better check first before you go. So all closed. So, and we were there on a Sunday. Just didn't. Who would have thought? I mean, if you're in a touristy town, that.
Right.
But no.
Good for them.
All closed. So we didn't go there. But anywhere else, when we would ask,
It was-
they didn't even understand what we meant by quilting. It's like, we sew blankets.
Because I
sew
had asked our
blankets.
tour guides about a quilt shop or a patchwork place, something to make a quilt with.
Hand
and
embroidery.
it was very either tapestry, rugs, or
Yeah.
pieces of silk.
Yeah, silk. That's right. Yeah,
was it.
or wool. That was it.
And they said, "Oh, we can have silk scarves everywhere." It's like, no, that's not. We
that's
don't
not what
want.
we want.
We don't need a shawl. We don't need a.
Yeah.
So we tried to. And the only thing I found in Sorrento, when we were walking through the shops, I found a shop that had a tiny little bit of wool that was actually from Turkey. I know. Which I guess we are in Turkey, but I've noticed a lot of it because I was talking to who else was knitting on the ship.
Deb Kukendall?
Was it Ted we were talking to? I don't remember. We were talking, and a lot of the synthetics and stuff that and the acrylics that we get here in the States are made in Turkey. So we were
I think that's true.
So we were asking our tour guides, like, but there's a lot of yarn that we import to our country that is made in Turkey. So I was like, and she got nothing.
Yeah, they did not understand.
They didn't understand.
We went across in our hotel in Istanbul when we looked out right across from us, because it's big, tall buildings, you know. Right across from us, we could see in these windows, and we could see this guy who was packaging a comforter. I was sure that was what it was, and it was the factory or whatever. And so we were kind of watching and being super creepy, you know, because we're like feet away from him, watching him do this. And so when we were walking, we walked in there, and I asked, but just too big of a language barrier. They could not understand what I was asking and what I wanted to see, and they tried to help me, but did not.
You almost needed to videotape with me.
This is what I do.
This is what I was seeing. Can I see this person?
Yeah, no, they just didn't understand at all. So anyway, so we don't have any fabric stores or yarn shops or anything to show you. Nothing. The closest we got to that is I did videotape. We went to a Turkish rug place, and I got all of that for you. How they get the silk, how they do it, how they tie it. I got some close-up videos of that, and so that's one that's pretty much processed and ready to go. I just need to add a couple things to that, and I'll put that up, because that was super interesting. They have a lot of skill with a lot of different things, so that was really cool. And then we also went to like a pottery place, and it's a, like, what did he say, 8th generation.
Oh, wow.
And he showed us how to know, you know, in the marketplace what is not good quality and what the difference is and what has lead in it. And anyway, so I have that one also for you, and I'll put that up. And we'll show you some of those things maybe in box opening, because we did some shipping, and it's all being shipped.
Yeah.
So because we were already lugging heavy things, and we weren't lugging all of that. So we have some things that are coming, both Marge and I, and I think Lisa, all of us have some stuff coming here. So we'll show you, and you'll get to see some things. And then the other question was our biggest surprise. I can tell you what mine is.
Separation. Yeah. What was mine? I don't know what mine was.
Well, while you think about yours, I know what mine is. My biggest surprise was that, first of all, that there was no homeless people. And we kind of talked about that before we went, that when I was getting my pedicure, you know, I saw this video of somebody driving through Germany, and there was no such thing as garbage or homeless people or homeless encampments. It's something that obviously we deal with a lot. I think probably in everybody's neighborhood there's a lot of issues with that. But so I was watching for that, and I think in total, in the 18 days that we were gone, I think we saw 2 people who may have been homeless. Might not have been, because we didn't see like their mattress, no tents, nothing like that, but they did seem as if, you know, they maybe didn't have a home. They weren't, one was selling like a pretzel-y kind of things, so maybe not homeless, but they were trying to sell something. And then the other one was just kind of sitting on the corner, not doing anything. But other than that, all of these metropolis areas, metropolitan areas, we didn't see anybody, no homeless encampments at all, no tents, no anything like that. So I'm not sure. And there, in Turkey, this one gal showed us a place that where they build homes. They spend their money on making sure they have low income housing in areas, rural areas where there's enough jobs for people. So they do make sure that they kind of take care of that, because I think it's not a thing. It doesn't seem to be a thing in Italy. Certainly not in Greece, and not in Turkey, with 20 million people in that city.
I agree with that. Even on the touristy side, where there's a whole lot more of where you probably could get money from a stranger to the country that may not know. We didn't see any.
Nobody asking for money. Nobody doing anything like that. However, here's the surprising part: homeless cats.
Oh, I know!
Millions everywhere. And I thought, what's it? Because at first you see a cat and dogs. First you see these cats, and it's like, well, look here, little homeless kitty. Who do you belong to? And then it's like, oh, it's another homeless. There's a herd of them. Yeah. Oh, there's more kitties. And then you kind of start watching it, and it's just a thing. And in fact, in Venice, they said that this is where we first saw them, and they said, no, they brought the cats over to the island, and they take care of the cats. The cats don't belong to anybody. But it was everywhere. But if you really looked, you could see everywhere, on every street,
little pile of food.
Piles of food, little dishes, water. People were out there making sure that the cats and the dogs had water and had food. And we watched them. They were a little rat-tatty. Yeah, I think there was maybe some street fighting going on. I don't really know. But, and they looked homeless. But they were well fed. They were taken care of. And I think they were doing their job. And I think what their job is when you have...
is mouse control.
Mouse control.
Absolutely. If you're on a water...
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you have,
surrounded by water,
open
rats,
meat
mice,
markets.
whatever. Yeah, lots of open markets.
Because I remember at Venice, we went to the meat market, and there was not a single rodent anywhere.
Yeah, or birds.
Yeah, even the seagulls are at bay.
Because you know what I was thinking about is because I kept thinking, I thought, gosh,
in my head,
we spend millions, I think, of dollars on rounding up strays. And I think we still should make sure that, cats are spayed and neutered and all of that. But we spend tons and tons of money on that, where they just kind of let them be, make sure they're fed, make sure they have water. They do spay and neuter them. They do catch them. The other thing that they do is all of the stray dogs, they give them shots. Yeah. And they tag them.
Tagged, yeah.
They have these tags in their ear to say this dog is okay. They've caught him, they've shot him, whatever they do, and put his little tag in his ear. Because even the stray dogs, are super, super friendly. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, maybe they have issues with packs of dogs. I don't know a single thing. All I know is that what I saw when we were in the park, there was a couple of families that were sitting on the grass and they were eating and kind of doing their thing. And all of a sudden you see these two dogs kind of come walking up and it's like, oh, families. And they kind of go walking over and they very casually, what are you doing? And they kind of laid down almost with like their back to them, like, I just want you to know I'm here. Mm-hmm. If you have like a spare hot dog, I could, I'm just hanging here. And I thought, what? My dog begs way ruder than that. And this dog is like,
when you're ready.
Just, got any chips, hanging out for a little bit. And then the other one kind of like circled that, okay, I'm going to go check this family. And they did the same thing. It's like, I'm just going to hang.
That's good. Gonna hang.
And I thought, the most well-behaved, homeless, begging dogs ever. So it was, and we saw that everywhere. Mm-hmm. And when we were touring, Ephesus. When we were touring Ephesus, there was the dogs, and they were sleeping because it was hot.
It was hot,
but same thing.
Because I
cats.
did, and our tour guide in Turkey, she was saying they do kind of hang out in packs, but they're usually like 3 or 4. It's not anything crazy. She said they hadn't had any issues. The only kind of issue sometimes if there's a new stray that somehow makes it, there might be a little dog fight. But then the dog can either stay. They've never
alpha.
Yeah, there's a pecking order, and the dog either has to. Okay, fine, I'll be at the bottom of the totem pole or keep on stepping. Mm-hmm. The only thing that we thought was funny was the garbage guys, when we were doing our little tour, the garbage truck had come by and they were throwing garbage out, and the dogs were chasing the garbage. Woohoo! Yeah. They were all like the right tails wagging, they were barking and everything. You see all of these dogs.
I wish I would have seen that.
Start coming out of everywhere, chasing this garbage day.
Oh.
And I thought it was because they started barking. I was like, oh, what are they barking at? Who are they chasing? And I was like, oh my god, it's the garbage truck. And then we stopped, and we of course stopped listening to our tour guide to watch these dogs follow the garbage guys. So
hoping they're gonna crack open a bag.
Yeah, we'll clean it up for you.
Oh.
Yeah. But I thought it was I think that was really
I thought
amazing.
It was a good, I thought about it a lot. Because we noticed it our first day. We noticed it in Venice. Uh-huh. And then we just kind of kept watching. And again, we're like right in the thick of the city, and so we saw a lot of that. But the thing that I kept thinking about is Houston. And I love Houston. We love going down there for market every year. But I just want to say something about Houston. When we go down there for market, we go to the George R. Brown Convention Center, and typically, it's really nice when we can stay right there is it the Hilton that's attached? But sometimes we can't get in, and so we'll have to stay down the road a little bit. The creepiest thing ever.
The blackbirds.
Freaking seen out of the birds are those starlings. I don't know if you guys still have that problem or not, but they scare me to death. So, and if you've not been there, if you've not been to Houston, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's starlings, those
little
buggy-eyed, black, beady-eyed birds.
And there's a million of them.
Billions of them in the trees. And you're walking, and it's always dark because we've left market, and it's dark, and it's October, and so we're walking. And we're walking down the sidewalk, and you hear like, there's millions of them just screaming. And as you get under the tree,
silence. They do not say a freaking word. It's like, oh my god, you gotta run.
I know. And then you kind of keep going. And then you get under that tree. But they're in every tree. And then all of a sudden they might take off and it just turns black.
Yeah.
Millions of them. So here's what I'm going to say.
Get a cat.
Cats. We did not see any nasty screaming starlings anywhere. And here's the other thing.
The seagulls.
When we were,
and you kind of a water bird trying to steal your French fry or your piece of pizza.
Those things are,
none of that.
Yeah, seagulls are super disruptive and they poop on everything. But the other, and because that's the other thing about starlings is that, I don't know if you remember, I think I even took a picture of somebody whose car had to have been there for like all day, covered in, well, you know what happens when the starlings are in the tree and the car is underneath the tree. So I think that's a huge problem. Nothing like that. We didn't see anything like that anywhere. I think that that's the other thing with all of these birds. I mean, I don't know. I suppose you have to choose your poison. Do you want cats running around, birds flying around? I don't really know. But I don't have any answers. If I were the queen or the president, I would have better answers. But at this point, I am just making an observation that I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was kind of cool. I felt that they totally had it handled. The whole community was a part of feeding and watering all of these animals. I did not see anything that was, and this is a touchy subject, but squished on the road. I didn't see. They seemed to be very aware. And Istanbul is busy.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were doing. They knew where they were. They knew what their area was. And, I mean, I don't know. It just seemed...
The other thing our guide in Turkey said is that all the vet clinics, they have certain forms they can fill out where the government reimburses them for taking care of the strays, to making sure that if they were in an accident that they were stitched up, fixed up, and ready to go. Or if they did need to get fixed because their whole litter that they just had just all died or all whatever. So they could fix them up and do everything. So I thought that was really cool that even the government is involved to create this cleaner, mouse-free, rodent-controlled area.
Yeah. They had, there was a little shelter that we saw, and that's where the kittens go. When somebody, makes it through and doesn't get caught and spayed or neutered or whatever. And I think that the other thing that she said is they only spay. They don't neuter. They don't bother with that.
Right.
They just spay the females. But if they find a litter, then what happens is they spay that mama, and then the babies go, and then they're up for adoption. Oh, cool. And then where we saw it, they had they were selling calendars, and they had different fundraisers and things. It was all publicly funded for people just to try to take care of the kitties. So anyway, I'm just saying that was my biggest surprise, and I would say kind of a pleasant surprise. I think that all three of those countries are doing the same thing, and I assume maybe Spain. I mean, all of the rest of them are maybe doing the same idea, but.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was cool to see no homeless people, no homeless encampments, massive cats.
Massive cats.
No
well-behaved dogs.
Yeah, well-behaved dogs. And well-behaved cats. I think I petted half of the cats I saw.
Yeah.
Wyatt pretty dangerous.
Because Wyatt...
They were fine.
They did really good, because I was a little worried. It's like, I'm not going to get... I don't want to have to worry about anything while we're out of this country. But
cat scratch
so
fever.
he would sit next to the cat, and I would tell him that the cat will come up to you. If the cat wants, just like we have Phoebe, she's an emotional distress animal. So they know if she flicks her tail, it's a no. Hard no. But so I said, if you sit down and the kitty comes to you, just pet the kitty. It's okay. And then, of course, we always made sure we had Lysol wipes and sanitizer, because you just never know.
Yeah.
If it has worms or ringworm or, I don't know.
Yeah,
For
you
me,
don't really know.
You don't know.
They're still homeless cats.
So we still clean up every time. And even the dogs, he would sit next to the dog, and I said, if the dog came up to you, you can totally pet him. Or if he reached out to you, you could pet him, but you just need to, know where to pet. And so he did really, really good.
Yeah.
Harper decided to stay away. But I think she has,
she's not going to risk a
Phoebe.
scratch.
No. Nope. But Wyatt, he loved seeing all the animals.
Yeah.
Sitting next to them and watching them. Yeah. So every time we saw an animal, we always took a picture for him.
Yeah.
Look who we saw today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. We saw in Turkey, we saw a little baby Benelli. When Benelli was little.
I saw that one at the park.
At the park, yeah. Looked just like Benelli, you know, 5 years younger. Maybe, 30 pounds lighter. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was really
it was fun. It's good just to experience other stuff and new places and then come home.
Yeah.
So, good to be home. We missed everybody. And yeah. All right. We probably talked for, has it been an hour and a half? Sorry. Sorry. It's been a long time. We can catch up. We'll be back to monitoring the time later.
Maybe.
But tonight, box opening. at 5. I don't even know what time. 5 o'clock. I'm anxious to see some cute fabric. It's been a long time.
I know. We haven't petted anything.
I know.
Nothing.
I know. It's time. All right. All right, you guys.
All right.
Glad to be back. Yeah. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Oops. Out of practice. We forgot to tell you what this was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was, Carolyn brought this in on Monday. This was Best Wish, you guys. You must have seen this on Sunday. This was the 3 Wishes, boots and blooms?
Pink skates? Boots and blooms? I think
Boots
that's
and something,
right.
I don't know. But Carolyn whipped it up, took it home, did a Stars and Stripes. This is actually for Tracy.
Yeah.
So she did the Stars and Stripes quilt, and then she did the matching pillow inserts. So out of the big panel, this is the pink skates, and then the galoshes.
So cute.
Super cute. So they can just, and they did it that, she did it with that envelope style that I really like.
Yeah.
So you can just put your pillow insert in there and then take it off, wash it, change it out, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So it's really cute. There's
Carolyn
a
is
little
crazy.
bit of this
She's
left.
so fast. Yeah, I was surprised that some of the panels are left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. I love the dandelion.
I know.
I love all of it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So sorry. Now we're really done.
See you tonight.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.